Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. All praise and glory to Yahweh goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rekakadash. Yahweh being the name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai being the name of his only begotten Son, who they ignorantly call Jesus Christ. Now we're going to get into this great white hope because this is in the scriptures. And first of all, the social construct of white began in 1681 when this nation started calling itself white. And when you look in the Black Law Dictionary, anybody being called black, you pretty much is it's a something normal, meaning you don't exist, you dead. See, you dead according to the law. So somebody being called black or a group of people being called black is making them dead to the law. Okay, so those are social constructs, but we gonna use it because this is what people calling this specific nation. Now let's go into see how this is according to Bible prophecy and history, where this nation of the Israelites had an adversary, and that adversary, which means Satan in the Hebrew, means Satan. See, any adversary means Satan, and the Israelites had an adversary from the beginning of their nation, and we're gonna get into that. Let's go into Genesis, the beginning, and see, when people don't understand this history, they get totally lost. But this is a major situation that's happening in the world, and it's only happening according to America, you see, and these nations like South Africa, where you have some Israelites and you have these children of Esau. Now when you go into Genesis 25, Salakia, not 23, 25, verse 23, it says, And the Lord said unto her, Two nations are in thy womb, and two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. Okay, that means the elder is not going to be stronger than the younger. The younger is going to end up showing his strength to the fullest, and he's going to make the elder serve him. And this strength is throughout all the situations. When it comes to physically, spiritually, mentally, every kind of way, the younger is going to be stronger than the elder. Now this elder, which is called Esau, look at verse 25. It says, And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. Okay, so this younger brother was going to be weaker, and he was going to be battling with Jacob. This was going to be a long battle. When you go into Exodus 17, starting at 14, it said, The Lord said unto Moses, Write this for a memorial in a book, and rehearse it in the ears of Joshua, for I will utterly put out the remembrance of Amalek from under the heaven. And Moses built an altar and called the name Yahweh Nisi, for he said, Because the Lord hath sworn that the Lord will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. See, the Lord and his people, Jacob's children, would have war with the children of the Edomites, the children of Esau. Okay? And this is what's going on. Okay, now when you're going into this war that's going to be going on, the war that's going to be going on is between Jacob and Esau, and the Lord said this war going to be forever. And this is playing out when it comes to America. See, America is always having this battle between black and white. See, in 1901, you had John Jackson, I think, and then he was the descendant of slaves. The slaves had been released off the plantation, in some places since 1865. So, 1901, that's like 40 years since the so-called slaves by law have been set free off the plantation, which is a lie. They never got set free off the plantation. But anyways, at this point, you had the Esau, Edom, trying to beat them, and they was warring with each other in the on the battlefield of boxing. And they end up calling this the Great White Hope because none of these Edomites could beat them. And it would be thousands, look at the crowd in the background, thousands of Edomites trying to beat this Israelite, you see. And they will come and watch and see who's the big, bad Edomite that can beat this Israelite. See, that's why it's a great white hope. He was hoping. See, their whole nation was hoping that they can find one of their people that can beat the Israelite. And this thing been going on for 100 plus years. 125 years since John Jackson. I'm hoping I'm saying his name right. And this is what the King Kong thing came out of. They say King Kong. Back in when after about 13 years after this, they brought up the King Kong story because these Israelites start waking up around about 1910, about 10 years from this point. The Israelites start waking up and telling each other in the Harlem Renaissance, you come from the children of Jacob, you from the children of Israel. And they started a school in Harlem, New York. See, and I'm assuming, I don't know where this Jack Johnson was from, but he could have been in that area. See, and he ride around in a convertible with a bunch of Edomite women. See, and they were so mad at this guy. He riding around with the Edomite women, but he was like Mike Tyson. You know not to do too much around him because he gonna knock you out if you try to battle him. You gonna have to straight kill him. And the people that's making money with him, his promoters and whoever he's making money with him or making money off of him, they don't want you to kill him because you messing with their money. And you want to keep them going so you can find somebody to beat them. But you can't beat them, and you didn't beat them. But this is what is a clear situation that you can see that these peoples are not stronger than the Israelites. The same thing with the racing. And when Hitler was on the scene in World War II, they tried to compare to Jacob and they got beat. Now there's another situation in Jeremiah 51 and 19. It says the portion of Jacob is not like them. See, nobody can get a portion or have a part like Jacob. None of these people is like the Israelites. For he is the former of all things. Now, during the Harlem Renaissance, and before the Harlem Renaissance, in the 1900s, after Reconstruction, the Israelites was creating everything. This is where, what's the guy? Thomas Edison. He's stealing all the Israelites' inventions and putting his patent on there because slaves and women couldn't put their name on a patent. Or descendants of slaves, meaning Israelites and women, couldn't put their name on a patent. Okay? And so this is why he was getting the credit for being the top inventor when he didn't invent nothing. he had them Negroes working for him, inventing everything. And when they come up with an idea, he'll pay them for it. So anyhow, this the intellectual part of the Israelites. Mentally, you couldn't deal with the Israelites. No other nation was like the Israelites in inventions. You see, so they can't lie and try to act like they don't know who the Israelites is, and who else competing with the Israelites in inventions and in boxing and physical situation. When you go to the Olympic thing, no other nation. Let's get that in 2 Samuel 7, or is it 1 Samuel 7? 2 Samuel 7 and 23. It say, and what one nation in the earth is like your people, even like Israel? What nation? The Chinaman can't beat us in the boxing. See? Because Esau is the worst of the heathen, but he's the ultimate heathen because all the other heathens is following his thinking behind. So they can't beat us in nothing, man. You can't pick boxing. That's why we run in the Olympics. It's either the Benjamin in Jamaica or in the islands, or it's the descendants of slaves in America or the UK kicking everybody's behind and everything, man. And the only stuff we pretty much ain't controlling and beating everybody in some crap that we don't care nothing about. Swimming in some water. We don't too much care about that. See? But if we was to get in there, we'll blow these people out of the water. See? And then even with these scriptures, this is why they so mad, because they can't deal with the living water. Because we can outdo they behind, and he gave us the power to do so. Who is like your people, even with the living water? What is 21 and 15, is it? Yeah, Luke 21 and 15, it says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. See, none of our adversaries can beat us in anything, mentally, physically, or spiritually. They all getting beat. Now, when it comes to them weapons of war, see, that's the blessing that the Lord gave the Edomites. That's the only thing that these dragons can brag and say, oh, well, y'all can, didn't make up the bomb and all this kind of crap on how to destroy the whole world. Salakia. See, they can come out their mouth with that crap, but they can't compete with us in nothing else. All they can say, oh, y'all can't beat us in these other things like blowing up the whole world. But when it comes to these scriptures, they can't compete with us in no shape, form, or fashion. So I just want to bring that out about the strength of the Israelites is clearly seen in the world. Nobody can defeat us in none of these things. And these people is gaslighting the whole situation. And the scriptures put it into plain words multiple times, saying, who is like these Israelites? That's a question that you can't deny. See, that's a question that's going to lead you to measure the situation and see that nobody is like these Israelites on earth. That's why we the dream team, see, throughout all situations. But I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders pushing the truth. Peace to the elect worldwide. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.